The glass sits 3 inches from his hand. Rafe Calderon doesn't touch it yet. Doesn't need to. The bartender already stepped back too fast, sweat beading at his temples despite the cool air pumping through Ember Rose vents. The kind of fear that smells like burnt copper and bad decisions. Rafe learned years ago that the quietest rooms hold the loudest secrets. This place, all amber lighting and soundproof glass overlooking the Chicago River, was built for men who buy silence the way others buy stocks. Alphas who shake hands over corpses and call it networking. He came because someone used a dead code, a signal only 4 people knew. 3 of them were already in the ground. The drink arrives on a silver tray. Whiskey, neat, exactly how he takes it. Then the kid steps forward. Can't be older than 6. Brown skin, eyes too wide, dressed in black slacks and a white button-up that's been ironed by someone who cares. The kind of careful that screams desperation. Hi viewers, kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Rafe's instincts snap to attention. Children don't belong in alpha territory. Not here, not ever. The boy's scent hits him next, lavender and something sharper. Fear, yes, but not for himself. For someone else entirely. The bartender vanishes into the back without a word. The boy doesn't look up. Just stands there, small hands gripping the edge of the tray like it's the only thing keeping him upright. His breathing is too controlled, practiced. Rafe tilts his head, studying him. The kid's shoulders are locked tight, every muscle braced for impact. Something's wrong. The boy slides something across the polished wood. A napkin, folded once, twice. The edges are damp from where tiny fingers grip too hard. Rafe opens it with 2 fingers. For words, written in pencil. Shaky letters that slant left like whoever wrote them was running out of time. Don't drink it. Smile. Leave. Now. The room doesn't change. Conversations continue in low murmurs. Ice clinks in glasses. Someone laughs, sharp and hollow, from a booth near the back. But everything just shifted. Rafe sets the napkin down. Slowly, deliberately, his hand moves toward the glass, fingers brushing the cold surface. The boy's eyes go wide. No, the word barely escapes his lips. A whisper, prayer. Rafe wraps his hand around the glass, lifts it an inch off the table. The kid lunges. Tiny fingers close around Rafe's wrist. The room goes dead silent. Every alpha in Ember Row feels it. That electric snap of dominance violated. Touching an alpha without permission isn't just disrespect. It's a death sentence. And touching Rafe Calderon? Unthinkable. The boy realizes it too late. His face drains of color, lips parting in a silent gasp. His scent explodes. Terror so thick it coats the back of Rafe's throat. But he doesn't let go. Rafe looks down. The kid's fingers are trembling, nails digging into his skin hard enough to leave crescents. His eyes aren't begging. They're warning. Rafe could snap his wrist, could have him removed in seconds, could make an example that would echo through every dark corner of this city for months. Instead, he sets the glass down. The boy sucks in a breath, shaking so hard his teeth chatter. Rafe leans back, slow and easy, like nothing just happened. He raises his hand, the one not trapped by a terrified child, and waves casually toward the room. A signal. Everything's fine. Just a misunderstanding. The tension breaks. Conversations resume, but eyes still flicker toward their booth, watching. Rafe leans in, voice low enough that only the boy can hear. Let go. The kid shakes his head. Tears well up but don't fall. They'll hurt her, he whispers. Please. Her. That single word cracks something deep in Rafe's chest. Something old. Something he thought he'd buried years ago. He doesn't ask who. Doesn't need to. The boy's scent tells him everything. Protection, desperation. A love so fierce it overrides survival instinct. Rafe reaches down, gently prying small fingers off his wrist. The boy fights for half a second, then goes limp, defeated. Who sent you? Rafe asks. The boy's lips tremble. My mama. And just like that, Rafe Calderon, Alpha Kingpin, The man who built an empire on fear and calculated violence feels fate laugh in his face. He stands, sliding out of the booth in one smooth motion. The boy stays frozen, waiting for the kill strike that should come. Instead, Rafe picks him up. Not rough, not gentle either, just efficient, tucking the kid under his arm like something fragile and dangerous all at once. "Smile," Rafe says quietly, flashing that slow, terrifying grin he saves for cameras and threats. "We're leaving." The boy nods, burying his face against Rafe's shoulder. They walk toward the exit. Every alpha in the room tracks their movement. Rafe doesn't rush, doesn't hesitate, just moves like a man who owns the ground beneath his feet. Outside, night air hits hard and cold. The river glitters black below. A sedan pulls up within seconds. Tinted windows, no plates. Rafe slides into the back seat, still holding the boy. The door closes. The driver doesn't ask questions. And the kid finally breaks. "She's an Omega," he sobs, words tumbling out between gasps. "They made her work there. Said if she didn't, I'd disappear. She told me not to come. Told me to stay hidden. But I saw them put something in your drink and I couldn't." Rafe's jaw tightens. Forced Omega labor. Poison. A child caught in the crossfire. Someone's playing a game that just became personal. "What's her name?" Rafe asks. The boy hesitates, wiping his nose on his sleeve. "They call her Iria, but that's not her real name. She said her real name died a long time ago. Iria." The name settles in Rafe's chest like a stone dropping into deep water. And for the first time in a decade, he feels it. That low, bone-deep pull that true alphas feel maybe once in a lifetime if they're lucky. Or cursed. The boy looks up, eyes red-rimmed and desperate. "Will you help her?" Rafe doesn't answer right away. He's already calculating who had access, who benefits, who's bold enough to try poisoning him in a room full of witnesses. His phone buzzes. Once, twice, 3 times in rapid succession. He pulls it out. Alerts flood the screen. News headlines, security warnings, messages from contacts he hasn't heard from in years, all saying the same thing. Rafe Calderon poisoned rival Alpha at Ember Row. Suspect at large. Authorities en route. His blood goes cold. The rival they're talking about, Dominic Shaw, found dead 20 minutes ago in his apartment across town. Bullet to the head. Rafe wasn't anywhere near Shaw's place, but someone made sure it looked like he was. This wasn't just poison. It was a setup. A frame job clean enough to pin him for murder and start a war that would tear the city apart. And there's only one person with access to make this work. Only one person who knew the dead code, who knew Rafe's schedule, who could plant evidence and bury witnesses. Silas Crow, his second in command, his brother in everything but blood, the man who just tried to kill him. Rafe looks down at the boy still trembling in his arms. Who do you think poisoned the drink, and why would they use a child? Rafe's grip tightens on his phone. The boy feels it, stiffens. His sense spikes again, fear layered with confusion. He doesn't understand what's happening, just knows the man holding him just went from controlled to lethal in the span of 3 seconds. "Stay quiet," Rafe says. Not a request. The kid nods, pressing himself smaller against the leather seat. Outside, sirens wail in the distance, probably headed to Ember Row, probably already questioning witnesses who'll swear they saw Rafe drinking alone, looking paranoid, acting strange. Silas would have planted the narrative days ago, maybe weeks. This wasn't impulse, it was surgical. The driver catches Rafe's eyes in the rearview mirror. Doesn't speak, doesn't need to. They've been through enough jobs together to communicate in silence. Rafe gives a single nod. The sedan turns left instead of right, away from his usual safe houses, away from predictable routes, toward a place only 2 people know about. One of them is in this car. The other is dead. The boy shifts, peeking up at Rafe through damp lashes. Are we going to get her now? Rafe doesn't answer immediately. He's running numbers, checking variables, mapping out who's loyal and who just sold him out for the right price. "What's your name?" Rafe asks instead. The kid hesitates, like he's been told not to say, like names are dangerous. "Mama calls me Pookie." Pookie, a nickname that sounds soft and safe and nothing like the world this boy just stepped into. Rafe's phone buzzes again. This time it's a direct message. No caller ID, just coordinates and a single sentence. "She's already gone." "You're too late." His blood turns to ice. "Who has your mama right now?" Rafe asks, voice low and sharp. Pookie swallows hard. "The man with the scar. The one who smiles too much. Silas." Of course it's Silas. The sedan pulls into an underground garage. Concrete walls, flickering lights, no cameras. Rafe designed it that way years ago for situations exactly like this. He steps out, still holding Pookie. The boy doesn't fight, just clings to his jacket like it's the only solid thing left in a world that just collapsed. Rafe's phone rings. Actual call this time. He answers without checking the name. "You should have drunk it." Silas's voice comes through smooth and unbothered, almost amused. "Would have been cleaner." Rafe doesn't respond, just listens. "The Omega's fine, by the way," Silas continues. "For now. Depends on how cooperative you decide to be." "Where is she?" "Somewhere you'll never find." "Not in time, anyway." There's a pause. The sound of ice clinking in a glass. Silas is drinking, celebrating. "You always were too sentimental, Rafe. That's why you'll lose. You used a kid. I used leverage. Don't pretend you wouldn't do the same." Rafe glances down at Pookie, who's watching him with wide, unblinking eyes. The boy doesn't understand the words, but he understands the tone. Predator talking to prey. "What do you want?" Rafe asks. "Your territory, your contacts, your empire." Silas laughs, sharp and cold. "And I want you gone. Not dead, that's too quick. I want you ruined, disgraced, watching everything you built burn while you rot in a cell. You won't make it a week. Already made it 2. You just didn't notice." The line goes dead. Rafe stands there, phone pressed to his ear, breathing slow and controlled. His pulse pounds in his temples. Every instinct screams at him to move, to hunt, to tear Silas apart with his bare hands. But that's the trap. Act on rage, make mistakes. Mistakes get people killed. Pookie tugs on his sleeve. "Is Mama okay?" Rafe looks down at him. The kid's trying so hard to be brave. Jaw set, tears held back through sheer willpower. He deserves a lie, something comforting, something that makes this nightmare easier to swallow. But Rafe's never been good at lying. "I don't know," he says, "but I'm going to find out." Pookie nods, accepts it, because what else can he do? Rafe carries him inside the safe house. One room, reinforced walls, medical supplies in the corner, weapons cache hidden behind a false panel. He sets Pookie down on the single cot. The boy sits there, small and lost, gripping the edge of the blanket. "Why didn't Mama come herself?" Pookie asks quietly. "Why did she send me?" Rafe kneels down so they're eye level. "Because she knew you'd survive. She knew you'd find someone strong enough to fight back." "Are you strong enough?" Honest question. Deserves an honest answer. "I don't know yet," Rafe says, "but I'm going to try." Pookie's face crumples. "I grabbed your hand. Mama said never touch an alpha. She said they'd kill me." "I'm not going to kill you." "Why not?" "Good question." Rafe stands, moving toward the weapons cache. He pulls out a handgun, checks the mag, holsters it. Then a knife. Then a second phone, burner, untraceable. "Because your mama saved my life tonight," Rafe says, not looking back. "And I pay my debts." Pookie watches him, silent now. Processing. Rafe pulls up the coordinates Silas sent, plots them on a map. Abandoned warehouse district. East side. The kind of place where bodies disappear and no one asks questions. It's a trap, obviously, but it's also the only lead he has. His phone buzzes. Different number. This one he recognizes. Marcus, his head of security. one of the few people he still trusts. "Boss, you need to see this," Marcus says without preamble. "Someone leaked footage. You, Shaw, the bar. It's all over the network." "How bad?" "Bad enough that half the city thinks you're guilty and the other half thinks you're stupid." Rafe closes his eyes, breathes, thinks. Silas didn't just frame him for murder. He made sure every alpha in Chicago would see it. Made sure Rafe's reputation, the only thing keeping his enemies at bay, just shattered in real time. "Pull everyone back," Rafe says. "I don't know who's compromised." "What about the Omega?" Rafe glances at Pookie. The boy's fallen asleep, exhausted from fear and adrenaline, curled up small, one hand still clutching the blanket. "I'm getting her back," Rafe says. "Even if it costs everything?" Rafe doesn't hesitate. "Yes." He ends the call, stands there in the dim light, staring at nothing. Somewhere in this city, an Omega is being held against her will, used as leverage, treated like property. And her son just risked his life to save a stranger. Rafe's never been a good man, never pretended to be. But maybe just this once he can be good enough. He turns back to Pookie, pulls the blanket up over the boy's shoulders. The kid doesn't wake, just breathes slow and steady, finally safe enough to let go. Rafe's phone lights up one more time. A photo, no message, just an image. A woman, dark hair, brown skin, eyes closed, bruises on her wrists, alive, for now. And below the photo, 2 words in Silas's handwriting. "Tick-tock. What would you risk to save someone you've never met?" The photo burns into Rafe's vision. He stares at it for 10 seconds, 20, memorizing every detail. The angle of her jaw, the way her hair falls across her shoulder, the bruises fresh, purple, shaped like fingers. Someone grabbed her, hard. His hand tightens around the phone until the screen cracks. Behind him, Pookie stirs in his sleep, mumbling something too quiet to catch. Rafe glances back. The boy's face is relaxed now, peaceful in the way only kids can manage even after living through hell. He deserves better than this. They both do. Rafe forwards the photo to Marcus with a single instruction. "Find her. Now." Then he deletes it from his phone, smashes the device under his heel. Can't risk being tracked. Can't risk Silas knowing his next move before he makes it. The burner phone stays dark in his pocket. He'll use it once, maybe twice, then it's gone too. He moves to the window. The city sprawls beyond the glass, lights flickering like dying stars. Chicago's always been beautiful at night, deceptive. Makes you forget that beneath the shine, it's all teeth and hunger. Rafe built his empire here, clawed his way up from nothing, turned fear into currency, loyalty into leverage. He learned early that power doesn't care about morality, only results. But tonight feels different. Tonight, for the first time in years, he's not thinking about territory or profit or control. He's thinking about a woman he's never met, and a boy who grabbed his wrist. His phone, the burner buzzes. "Marcus." "Got something," Marcus says. "Not much. The warehouse you're looking at? Registered to a shell company, 3 layers deep. But I traced the utilities. Someone's been drawing power for the last 72 hours. Enough for lights, maybe climate control. She's there. Or it's bait. It's both." Marcus goes quiet for a second. "You're really doing this? You have a problem with that?" "No," Marcus says slowly. "Just making sure you know what you're walking into. Silas has been planning this for months, maybe longer. He didn't just frame you, he dismantled your network. Half your contacts won't return calls. The other half think you've gone rogue. Who's still solid? Me, Tarek, Keisha, maybe Dante, but he's gone dark since the news broke. For people. Out of an organization that used to run 30 deep." Rafe almost laughs. Almost. "That's enough," he says. "For what? A suicide mission?" "For now." He ends the call before Marcus can argue. The warehouse is 40 minutes away. Rafe could go now, storm in, tear the place apart until he finds her. But that's what Silas expects. And Rafe didn't survive this long by being predictable. He turns back to Pookie. The boy's still asleep, but his face is scrunched now, caught in some dream he can't escape. Rafe moves to the cot, sits on the edge, reaches out, hesitates, then rests a hand on Pookie's shoulder. The boy's eyes snap open, wild, terrified. "It's me," Rafe says quietly. "You're safe." Pookie blinks, recognition flooding back. His breathing slows. I thought it was him, the man with the scar. He's not here, but he has Mama. I know." Pookie sits up, rubbing his eyes. "Are we going to get her now?" "Soon." "Why not now?" "Because charging in blind gets people killed. Because Silas is counting on him to do exactly that. Because rage makes you stupid, and stupid gets you dead." But Rafe doesn't say any of that. "Because I need to know you're somewhere safe first," he says instead. Pookie's face hardens. Stubborn, determined. "I'm coming with you." "No, she's my mama. Which is why you're staying here." Rafe's voice drops, final. "If something happens to me, you run. There's cash in the drawer. Fake ID. Bus ticket to Detroit. You find a woman named Shayla. Tell her Rafe sent you. She'll keep you safe." Pookie's eyes go wide. "You think you're going to die? I think I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I don't." It's not a lie. Not exactly. Pookie stares at him for a long moment. Then, quietly, "Mama said alphas don't care about omegas. She said we're just things to them. Property. Your mama's not wrong. But you care." Rafe doesn't answer right away. He's not sure he does. Not yet. He doesn't know Iria. Doesn't know if she's kind or cruel, broken or strong, worth saving or just another casualty in a war that never ends. But he knows Pookie, and Pookie cares. Maybe that's enough. "I care that someone thought they could use a kid to set me up," Rafe says. "I care that they're holding your mama hostage to cover their tracks. And I care that if I don't stop them, they'll keep doing this to other people." Pookie nods slowly. Okay, I'll stay." The boy's voice cracks. "But you have to promise you'll bring her back." Rafe's never been good at promises. They're fragile things, easy to break. But he says it anyway. "I promise." Pookie's shoulders sag, relief washing over him. He lies back down, pulling the blanket up to his chin. Rafe stands, moves to the door. "Rafe." He pauses, turns. "Thank you," Pookie whispers, "for not drinking it." Rafe doesn't respond, just nods once and steps outside. The hallway is cold, empty. His footsteps echo against concrete. He pulls out the burner, dials a number he hasn't used in 3 years. It rings 4 times. Then a voice, rough, suspicious. "Who is this?" "It's Calderon." Silence. Then, "You've got some nerve calling me after what you did. I need a favor. You need a miracle. Word is you killed Shaw." "I didn't." "Doesn't matter what's true. Matters what people believe." Rafe clenches his jaw. "Silas set me up. Framed me. He's holding an Omega hostage to keep me quiet." Another pause. Longer this time. "Why should I care?" "Because if he gets away with this, he'll come for you next. You know how this works. He takes me down, consolidates power, then picks off everyone who might challenge him." The voice on the other end sighs. "What do you need?" "Backup. Discreet. Someone who can get in and out without being seen." "This about the Omega?" "Yes." "You gone soft, Calderon?" "Maybe." A low chuckle. "All right, I'll send someone. But you owe me. Add it to the list." The call ends. Rafe stands there in the hallway, alone, phone pressed to his ear. Somewhere across the city, Iria is waiting. Not for rescue. She probably doesn't even know he exists. But her son does. And that changes everything. He pockets the burner, heads toward the exit. His chest feels strange, tight, like something's pulling at him from the inside. It's not fear. He's lived with fear for years, knows its shape, its weight. This is something else. Recognition, connection, fate. Whatever it is, it's dangerous. And Rafe Calderon doesn't do dangerous for anyone. Except maybe just this once, he will. Can one child's courage be enough to rewrite an alpha's fate? The alerts don't stop. Rafe's burner lights up every 30 seconds. News feeds, messages from contacts he doesn't trust. Voicemails from lawyers, rivals, people smelling blood in the water. All of them saying the same thing: Rafe Calderon is finished. He deletes each one without reading. Keeps walking. The parking garage is 2 blocks away, tucked behind a shuttered factory that used to produce steel before the recession hit. His car's there. Clean plates, full tank, untraceable. He's halfway down the alley when his phone rings. Not a text, actual call. He answers. Yeah, it's Keisha. Her voice is clipped, urgent. Turn on the news. Now. Can't. I'm moving. Then let me summarize. Someone leaked surveillance footage from Ember Row. You and Shaw. Same night. Same time frame. The timestamp's fake, but no one cares. They're running it on every network. Rafe stops walking. What's the footage show? You sitting alone, drinking, looking paranoid. Then Shaw walks in. You two talk. He leaves. 20 minutes later, he's dead. I was never in the same room as Shaw. I know that. You know that. But the footage says different. And right now, footage beats truth every time. Rafe's mind races. Silas didn't just poison him, didn't just frame him for murder. He built an entire narrative, complete with evidence, witnesses, and a timeline that puts Rafe at the scene. This wasn't revenge. It was a takeover. Where's Silas now? Rafe asks. Your penthouse, making calls, reassuring your contacts that he's handling the situation, playing the loyal second-in-command who's so concerned about your sudden instability. People buying it? Some. Others are waiting to see how this plays out. Rafe reaches his car, unlocks it, slides inside. The leather seats are cold against his back. I need you to do something, he says. Name it. Find out who Silas is working with. He didn't pull this off alone. Someone gave him access. Someone with enough power to bury evidence and manufacture footage. Keisha goes quiet. You think it's the council. I think Silas isn't smart enough to do this solo. If it's the council, we're all dead. Then we better move fast. He hangs up, starts the engine. The council. For ruling alphas who've controlled Chicago for 20 years. They don't show their faces, don't make public statements. But every major deal, every territory shift, every body that disappears, it all goes through them. If they sanction this hit on Rafe, it's because they see him as a threat, or because they want something he has. His phone buzzes again. Different number. Marcus. Bad news, Marcus says without preamble. Dante's dead. Rafe's hands tighten on the wheel. When? 2 hours ago. Found in his apartment. Single gunshot. Staged to look like suicide. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. That makes 3. Shaw, Dante, and whoever's next on Silas's list. Anyone else compromised? Rafe asks. Not yet, but people are scared. They're seeing a pattern. Everyone connected to you is dying. Then tell them to disappear. Go dark. Don't answer calls. Don't trust anyone. What about you? I'm already dead. Just haven't stopped moving yet. Marcus curses under his breath. You're going after her, aren't you? The Omega. Yes, even though it's a trap. Especially because it's a trap. You've lost your mind. Maybe, probably. But Rafe's never felt more clear-headed in his life. He ends the call, pulls out of the garage. The city blurs past. Neon signs, empty streets, shadows that move like living things. His phone buzzes one more time. Unknown number, no caller ID. He answers anyway. Calderon. The voice is smooth, cultured, familiar in a way that makes Rafe's skin crawl. Who is this? Someone who wants to help. I don't need help. Yes, you do. You're being hunted by your own people, framed for murder, and you're about to walk into a warehouse full of armed men to rescue an Omega you've never met. Rafe's jaw tightens. You've been watching. I've been waiting. For what? For you to realize that Silas isn't your real problem. Rafe pulls over, parks, stares at the phone. Then who is? The council. They're the ones who ordered this. Silas is just the weapon. Why? Because you got too powerful. Too independent. They can't control you anymore. So they're erasing you. And you're telling me this why? The voice on the other end laughs. Soft, dangerous. Because I want the same thing you do. Which is to burn them all down. The line goes dead. Rafe sits there, engine idling, staring at nothing. The council, Silas, the Omega, the boy, all of it connected, all of it deliberate. He's not just being framed, he's being erased. And the only way to survive is to become someone else entirely. He pulls back onto the road, drives faster now. The warehouse looms ahead, dark, empty, waiting. This is the part where a smart man would turn around, regroup, plan. But Rafe's never been smart, just stubborn. He parks 2 blocks away, kills the engine, steps out into the night. The air smells like rust and rain. The warehouse squats low against the skyline. Windows shattered, walls covered in graffiti. No guards, no lights, no movement. Too quiet. Rafe pulls his gun, checks the mag chambers around. Then he walks toward the entrance. The door's unlocked, swings open on rusted hinges. Inside, darkness swallows everything. He steps forward, lets his eyes adjust. The space is massive. Open floor plan, steel beams crisscrossing overhead, pools of water reflecting nothing. And in the center, a single chair. Someone's sitting in it, bound, gagged, head slumped forward. Rafe moves closer, gun raised, scanning for threats. The figure doesn't move. He's 10 feet away when he realizes. It's not Iria, the Silas. What happens when the hunter becomes the prey? Rafe doesn't lower his gun. Silas is slumped in the chair, wrists zip-tied to the armrests, ankles bound to the legs. His head hangs forward, chin against his chest. Blood drips from somewhere, his temple, maybe his nose, pooling on the concrete below. Rafe circles him, slow, deliberate, watching for movement, for the tell that this is a trick. Silas doesn't stir. 10 feet becomes 5, then 3. Rafe reaches out, grabs a fistful of Silas's hair, yanks his head back. Silas's eyes flutter open, unfocused, swollen. One's nearly shut from the bruising. He tries to speak. The gag muffles it into nonsense. Rafe rips the gag away. Silas gasps, sucking in air. Took you long enough. Where is she? Who? Silas's laugh is wet, choked. The Omega? You really think I'd tell you? Rafe presses the barrel of his gun against Silas's temple. Last chance. Go ahead. Pull the trigger. You'll never find her. Then you're useless to me. Wait. Silas's bravado cracks. I don't know where she is. I swear. They moved her. Who's they? Silas goes quiet. Blood trickles from his split lip. Rafe cocks the hammer. Who moved her? The council. Silas shouts. The council took her. I was just supposed to set you up. Frame you. Get you out of the way. They said I'd get your territory. Your contacts. Everything. And you believed them. Silas's face twists. I earned it. I spent years in your shadow. Years doing your dirty work. And for what? So you could sit on top while I cleaned up the bodies. You were good at it. I wanted more. So you sold me out. I made a deal. Silas spits blood. Better deal than you ever offered. Rafe studies him. Silas isn't lying, not about the council. But he's holding something back. Something important. What else? Rafe asks. What? You're not telling me everything. Silas's eyes flicker. Just for a second. Fear. Panic. Rafe leans in. Who beat you? Silas goes still. You didn't do this to yourself. Rafe continues. And I sure as hell didn't. So who tied you to this chair and left you here for me to find? Silas swallows hard. It doesn't matter. It does. Because whoever it was wants me to walk into whatever's next. You don't understand. Then make me. Silas closes his eyes, breathes. When he opens them again, the fight's gone. They're cleaning house, he says quietly. Shaw was just the beginning. Dante, me, you, everyone who knows too much. The council's tying up loose ends. Why now? Because the Omega isn't just leverage. He stops, shakes his head. You'll find out soon enough. Rafe's patience snaps. He grabs Silas by the throat, squeezes. Tell me. Silas chokes, eyes bulging. Breeding contract. Rafe releases him. Steps back. Breeding contract. Illegal. Rare. Reserved for Omegas with specific genetics. Bonds them to multiple alphas. Strips away autonomy. Turns them into property. And if Iria's bound to the council, she's not just hostage, Rafe says slowly. She's collateral. Silas nods, still gasping. They've been grooming her for years, keeping her hidden, using her kid to keep her compliant. But now she's valuable. Too valuable. And they can't risk you interfering. So they set me up to take the fall. And they're killing everyone who could contradict the story. Rafe's mind races. If Iria's bound to the council, rescuing her isn't just dangerous. It's a declaration of war against 4 of the most powerful alphas in the city. Men who don't forgive, don't forget, and don't lose. Where's Pookie? Silas asks suddenly. Rafe's eyes narrow. Why? Because if the council knows about him, if they figure out you've got him, they'll come for him next. He's safe. No one's safe. Not anymore. A sound echoes through the warehouse. Footsteps. Slow. Measured. Rafe spins, gun raised. A figure steps out of the shadows. Tall. Broad-shouldered. Dressed in black. Face obscured by the darkness. Rafe Calderon, the figure says. Voice deep. Calm. You're harder to kill than expected. Rafe doesn't respond. Just keeps his gun trained on center mass. Who are you? Does it matter? If you want to live, yeah. The figure laughs. Steps forward into the faint light. Rafe's blood runs cold. He knows this face. Councilman Malik Ashford. One of the 4 ruling alphas. The one who controls the east side. The one whose name alone makes people disappear. You should have drunk the poison, Malik says. Would have been easier. For who? Everyone. Malik moves closer, unbothered by the gun. Like it's a toy. The Omega's mine, Malik says. Has been for years. You're just collateral damage. Then why frame me? Because you ask too many questions. Because you're getting too powerful. Because the council decided you're a liability. And Silas. Malik glances at Silas like he's noticing him for the first time. He served his purpose. Which was to lead you here. Rafe's finger tightens on the trigger. Big mistake. Is it? Malik snaps his fingers. Lights flood the warehouse. Blinding. White hot. Rafe shields his eyes. When they adjust, he sees them. 20 men. Maybe more. All armed. All surrounding him. Silas screams. I did what you asked. I brought him, please. Malik doesn't even look at him. Just raises his hand. One of the men steps forward. Puts a bullet in Silas's head. The sound echoes. Then silence. Silas slumps forward, still tied to the chair. Blood spreads beneath him. Rafe's grip on his gun tightens. You didn't need to do that. I needed you to understand, Malik says. This isn't negotiation. It's extermination. Then why am I still alive? Because I want you to suffer first. Malik pulls out his phone, shows Rafe the screen. A video, live feed. Aria, awake now, eyes wide, bruises darker, and standing next to her, Pookie. Rafe's heart stops. Found him an hour ago, Malik says. Interesting hiding spot, but not good enough. If you hurt him, you'll what? You're surrounded, outgunned, and the only reason you're breathing is because I'm curious. About what? About why you'd risk everything for an Omega and a pup you don't even know. Rafe doesn't answer. Malik smiles. That's what I thought. He pockets his phone, turns to leave. One more thing, Malik says over his shoulder. The council sends their regards. The men raise their guns. Will Rafe's promise die with him, or will it ignite something darker? The gunfire starts before Rafe hits the ground. He drops, rolls left, fires 3 shots blind. Someone screams. Body hits concrete. Malik's already gone, disappeared through a side door while his men do the dirty work. Rafe's behind a steel pillar now. Bullets ricochet off metal, sparking in the darkness. He counts shots, counts shooters. 12, maybe 13. His clip holds 15 rounds. He's used 3. Math doesn't work in his favor. A shape moves to his right. Rafe pivots, fires twice. The man drops, clutching his thigh. Not dead, but out of the fight. 11. His phone, the burner, vibrates in his pocket. He ignores it. Can't afford distraction. Not when every second counts. Another shooter advances. Bold. Stupid. Rafe waits until he's close enough to see the sweat on his face. Then puts 2 rounds center mass. The man crumples. 10. Rafe's already moving. Can't stay in one place. That's how you die. He slides behind a concrete barrier, reloads. His hands are steady. Muscle memory. Years of surviving situations exactly like this. Except this time, it's different. This time, Pookie's face flashes through his mind. Those wide eyes. That trembling voice. Will you help her? Rafe promised. And Rafe Calderon doesn't break promises. Not anymore. The shooting stops. Sudden silence. Heavy. Wrong. Someone's regrouping. Changing tactics. Rafe peers around the barrier. The warehouse floor is littered with bodies. Some moving. Most not. But the rest, the ones still standing, they've pulled back. Formed a perimeter. They're not trying to kill him anymore. They're hurting him. Rafe's jaw tightens. He glances toward the exit. 20 yards. Clear path. Too clear. A voice echoes through the space. Not Malik. Someone else. Younger. Cocky. Calderon. We know you're listening. Rafe doesn't respond. Just stays low. Watches. The council's got your Omega. They've got the kid. You walk out now, maybe they let you live. Lies. All of it. The council doesn't negotiate. Doesn't show mercy. They erase problems. And right now, Rafe's the biggest problem they've got. 10 seconds, the voice shouts. Then we come in. Rafe checks his gun. 4 rounds left in the clip. 1 spare mag. Not enough. But when has that ever stopped him? He stands. Steps out from behind the barrier. The shooters freeze. Surprised. Like they expected him to run. Rafe raises his gun. Aims at the closest one. You first. The man's eyes go wide. Rafe pulls the trigger. Chaos erupts. Gunfire rips through the air. Rafe dives, rolls, comes up firing. 2 more drop. Then 3. His clip runs dry. He ejects it, slams in the spare. Keeps moving. Never stops. Stopping means dying. A bullet grazes his shoulder. Pain flares, hot and sharp. He doesn't slow down. Can't afford to. Another shooter lunges at him. Knife flashing. Rafe sidesteps, grabs the man's wrist, twists. Bone snaps. The man screams. Rafe takes the knife, buries it in his gut. The man falls. 5 left. Rafe's breathing hard now. Blood soaking through his shirt. His vision blurs at the edges. But he's still standing. The remaining shooters back up. Fear replacing confidence. They've seen what he can do. Seen how a wounded wolf fights harder than a healthy one. Fall back, someone yells. They scatter, running for exits, abandoning the mission. Rafe doesn't chase them, doesn't have the strength. He staggers to where Silas's body slumps in the chair. Blood everywhere. Eyes staring at nothing. Rafe kneels. Searches Silas's pockets. Finds a phone. Still unlocked. Messages. Dozens of them. Coordinates. Photos. conversations with people Rafe doesn't recognize, and one address, sent 2 hours ago, industrial complex, South Side, warehouse 7B. That's where they took Iria. That's where they're holding Pookie. Rafe pockets the phone, stands. His legs shake, his shoulder screams. But he's not done yet, not even close. He limps toward the exit, each step agony. But he keeps moving. Because stopping means losing, and Rafe Calderon doesn't lose. Not tonight. Outside, the air hits him like a slap. Cold, sharp. He sucks it in, lets it clear his head. His car's still where he left it, 2 blocks away. He makes it halfway before his knees buckle. He catches himself against a wall. Breathes, bleeds. His phone buzzes. The burner. He pulls it out. Marcus, where are you? Marcus sounds frantic. News just broke. They're saying you killed 6 men at that warehouse. Every cop in the city's looking for you. Good, Rafe says. Let them look. Boss, you need medical attention. I need Iria. Marcus goes quiet. Then, you're really going after her. Already am. You'll die. Probably. Then why? Rafe thinks about Pookie. About those tiny hands gripping his wrist. About a boy brave enough to touch an alpha. To risk everything for someone he loves. Because I promised, Rafe says. He ends the call. Keeps walking. The car's close now. Just a few more steps. His vision swims. Blood loss. Shock. Exhaustion. He reaches the door. Fumbles with the keys. Someone clears their throat behind him. Rafe spins, gun raised. A woman stands there. Tall. Dark skin. Eyes that could cut glass. She's not armed. Not that he can see. But something about her screams danger. Who are you? Rafe asks. The woman smiles. Someone who wants the council dead as much as you do. That doesn't answer my question. My name's Amara, and I know where they're keeping your Omega. Rafe's finger tightens on the trigger. How? Because I'm the one who helped her escape the first time. What will Rafe risk when the line between enemy and ally disappears? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of this story. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your support inspires us to keep bringing you stories that matter. Rafe doesn't lower his gun. Amara stands there, hands visible, posture relaxed. Like having a weapon pointed at her face is just another Tuesday. You've got 30 seconds, Rafe says. Start talking. 3 years ago, Iria was bound to Councilman Ashford. Breeding contract. No choice. No escape. Amara's voice is flat. Clinical. I was assigned to guard her. Make sure she didn't run. Didn't resist. And you let her go. I helped her disappear. Got her fake papers. New identity. Thought she'd be safe. Rafe's grip tightens. Why tell me this? Because they found her. Because Malik doesn't forgive. And because that boy Pookie, he's not just her son. Rafe's blood goes cold. What is he? Malik's biological heir. First alpha child born to an Omega in 20 years. The council's been searching for him since the day Iria ran. The pieces click into place. The desperation. The fear. The way Iria sent her son instead of coming herself. She wasn't just protecting Pookie. She was hiding him. Where are they? Rafe demands. Amara pulls out her phone. Shows him a map. Red dot blinking on the south side. Warehouse 7B. 40 men. Maybe more. Malik's there personally. He's not taking chances. You got a way in? I've got access codes. Old ones. Might still work. Might isn't good enough. It's all you've got. Rafe stares at her. Calculating. Weighing. Trying to figure out if she's helping or setting him up for another trap. Why should I trust you? He asks. Amara's expression doesn't change. Because if Malik gets that boy, he'll weaponize him. Train him. Turn him into something even worse than the council. And I can't let that happen. Personal stake? Something like that. Rafe lowers his gun. Not because he trusts her, but because he's out of options. Get in. he says, nodding toward the car. Amara slides into the passenger seat. Rafe gets behind the wheel. His shoulder throbs. His vision blurs. He's running on fumes, but he's still moving. They drive in silence for 10 minutes. The city blurs past. Empty streets, broken lights, Chicago's underbelly. You're bleeding, Amara says. I know. You need to stop. Patch yourself up. No time. If you pass out before we get there, this whole thing falls apart. Rafe clenches his jaw. She's right. He hates that she's right. He pulls over, kills the engine. Amara reaches into the back seat, pulls out a first aid kit. Take off your shirt. Rafe hesitates, then complies. The fabric peels away from the wound, sticky with blood. Amara doesn't flinch, just pours disinfectant over the gash. Rafe hisses through his teeth. Bullet went through, she says. Clean. Lucky. Doesn't feel lucky. She wraps gauze around his shoulder, tight enough to hurt. It'll hold. For now. Rafe pulls his shirt back on. Blood seeps through immediately, but it's better than nothing. Why'd you really help Iria? He asks. Amara's hands pause, just for a second. Because I was her once. Bound. Broken. Someone helped me escape. Figured I'd pay it forward. And now I'm making sure the council pays for what they've done. Rafe starts the car again. They drive. 20 minutes later, they're outside the industrial complex. Massive, sprawling, rows of warehouses stretching into darkness. Warehouse 7B sits in the center. Lights blazing inside. Guards patrolling the perimeter. Access codes won't get us past them, Rafe says. No, but a distraction will. Amara pulls out a detonator. Fire suppression system. Old tech. Easy to override. I trigger it, alarms go off, sprinklers flood the place. Chaos. And we walk in during the confusion. Exactly. Rafe studies the building, counts guards, estimates response time, calculates risk. It's a terrible plan. It's also the only plan they've got. Do it, he says. Amara presses the button. Nothing happens. She presses it again. Still nothing. They updated the system, she mutters. We're locked out. Rafe's mind races. No distraction. No way in. 40 armed men between him and Iria. He reaches for his phone. Dials Marcus. I need a favor, Rafe says. Big one. Name it. South Side. Industrial Complex. Warehouse 7B. I need you to call in a fire. Anonymous tip. Make it sound real. You want me to send emergency services into a council stronghold? I want you to buy me 5 minutes. Marcus curses under his breath. You're insane. Probably. 5 minutes. That's all I can give you. It's enough. Rafe hangs up. Waits. 3 minutes later, sirens wail in the distance. Fire trucks. Police. The whole circus. Guards scatter. Some moving toward the gates. Others shouting into radios. Now, Rafe says. They move fast. Low. Staying in the shadows. Amara leads him to a side entrance. She punches in the access code. The door clicks open. Inside, the air smells like oil and rust. Fluorescent lights flicker overhead. Footsteps echo somewhere deep in the complex. Amara pulls out a knife. Rafe checks his gun. 4 rounds left. Still not enough. But it'll have to be. They move through corridors. Silent. Efficient. Amara knows the layout. Guides him past security checkpoints. Around camera blind spots. Then they hear it. A voice. Small. Terrified. Please. Please don't hurt her. Pookie. Rafe's chest tightens. He moves faster. Amara grabs his arm. Shakes her head. Too risky. Too exposed. Rafe pulls free. Keeps moving. They round a corner. Find a locked door. Metal. Reinforced. Amara pulls out a keycard. Swipes it. Red light. Access denied. She tries again. Same result. They changed the codes, she whispers. Rafe steps back. Raises his gun. Fires twice into the lock. The door swings open. Inside, a room. Small. Concrete walls. No windows. And there, tied to a chair, is Iria. Dark hair. Brown skin. Eyes that burn with rage and fear and something Rafe can't name. She's alive. But Pookie's not with her. Where's the boy? Rafe demands. Iria's eyes widen. Recognition flashes across her face. You're the Alpha from the bar. Where's your son? They took him 2 hours ago. Said they were moving him somewhere safe. Where? I don't know. Malik didn't say. Rafe cuts her restraints. She stands wobbling, weak, exhausted. Can you walk? He asks. I can run if I have to. Footsteps pound down the corridor. Voices shouting. They've been found. Move, Rafe orders. They bolt. Amara leads them through a maze of hallways. Behind them, gunfire erupts. Bullets punch through walls. They burst through an exit. Night air. Freedom. A car screeches to a halt in front of them. Marcus at the wheel. Get in, he yells. They pile inside. Marcus floors it. Tires screech. The warehouse shrinks in the rearview mirror. Rafe turns to Iria. Your son. Where would Malik take him? Iria's face crumples. The estate. North side, where the council meets. It's the only place secure enough. Then that's where we're going. Iria grabs his arm. Her grip is strong, desperate. You can't. It's a fortress. You'll die. Maybe. Then why? Rafe looks at her. Really looks. Sees the mother who sent her son into danger to save a stranger. Sees the woman who survived 3 years running. Who refused to break. Because I promised him, Rafe says. Iria's eyes fill with tears. He talks about you. Says you're the bravest man he's ever met. He's wrong. Is he? When the fight becomes personal, how far will one alpha go to keep his word? Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know if you're rooting for Rafe. Your engagement keeps these stories alive. The estate sits behind iron gates and walls topped with razor wire. Rafe watches it from across the street. 3 stories. Stone construction. Guards at every entrance. Cameras sweeping the grounds. Getting in will be impossible. Getting out alive? Even worse. Marcus idles the engine 2 blocks away. Iria sits in the back seat, silent. Amara checks her weapons. 2 knives, 1 pistol, ammunition she scrounged from somewhere. This is suicide, Marcus says. Not arguing, just stating fact. I know, Rafe replies. You got a plan? Working on it. Iria leans forward. There's a service tunnel. Runs under the estate. Staff use it to move supplies without being seen. I worked there once, before Malik bound me. It's still operational? Amara asks. 3 years ago it was. That's not a guarantee. It's all we've got. Rafe turns to Marcus. You're not coming. Like hell I'm not. Someone needs to stay with the car. If this goes wrong, when this goes wrong, we'll need an exit. Marcus's jaw tightens. He wants to argue, wants to fight, but he knows Rafe's right. 5 minutes, Marcus says. You're not out in 5. I'm coming in. Fair enough. They exit the car, move through alleys. Stay low. The city's asleep, or pretending to be. Iria leads them to a grate half hidden by trash. She kneels, pulls it open. The smell hits immediately, sewage and rot. Ladies first, Amara mutters. They descend, one by one, into darkness. The tunnel is narrow, damp. Water drips from somewhere above. Rats scatter at their approach. Iria moves with confidence, muscle memory. Even after 3 years, she knows this path. How far? Rafe asks. 200 meters, maybe less. They walk in silence. The only sound is their breathing, their footsteps, then voices, ahead, echoing through the tunnel. Rafe raises his fist. Everyone stops. 2 guards, flashlights sweeping. Patrol. Didn't expect company, one says. Council's paranoid. The other replies. Calderon's still out there. They want every entry point covered. Calderon's dead. Malik made sure of it. Malik thought a lot of things. Doesn't mean they're true. The guards move closer. Rafe presses himself against the wall. Amara does the same. Arya holds her breath. The flashlights pass within inches of them, then keep moving. The voices fade. Rafe exhales. They continue. 50 meters, then 100. Finally, a ladder, rusted, leading up. Arya climbs first. Rafe follows. His shoulder screams. Blood soaks through the gauze, but he doesn't stop. The hatch opens into a storage room. Dark. Quiet. Shelves stacked with supplies. Where's the main floor? Rafe whispers. 2 doors down. Left. They move. Silent. Efficient. The hallway beyond is marble. Expensive. Portraits line the walls. Council members past and present. All of them staring down like judgment. Voices drift from somewhere ahead. Male. Authoritative. Malik. Rafe follows the sound. Heart pounding. Every instinct screaming danger. They reach a door. Slightly ajar. Light spilling through. Rafe peers inside. A study. Massive desk. Bookshelves floor to ceiling. And sitting at the desk, Malik. Across from him, in a chair far too big, Pookie. The boy's eyes are red. Swollen. He's been crying. But he's not crying now. Just sitting. Staring. Broken. Malik leans forward. You're going to be great one day. Strong. Powerful. Like me. Pookie doesn't respond. Your mother was weak, Malik continues. She ran. Hid you. But you're not weak, are you? Still nothing. Malik's smile fades. Answer me. Pookie lifts his head. His voice is small. Defiant. My mama's not weak. And neither am I. Malik's hand moves fast. Strikes across Pookie's face. The boy's head snaps to the side. Blood trickles from his lip. Rafe's vision goes red. He kicks the door open. Strides inside. Gun raised. Malik doesn't flinch. Just looks up. Almost amused. Calderon. I wondered when you'd show. Let him go. Or what? You'll shoot me? In my own house? Surrounded by my men? Yes. Malik laughs. You're more foolish than I thought. Rafe doesn't waver. Last chance. Pookie's eyes go wide. Rafe. Stay quiet, Rafe says. To Pookie. Not Malik. Malik stands. Slow. Deliberate. You really think you can walk out of here? With him? I think I'll die trying. Then you're even more predictable than Silas said. Footsteps behind him. Heavy. Multiple. Rafe glances back. Guards pouring into the hallway. 10. 20. Too many to count. He's surrounded. Trapped. Finished. Malik spreads his hands. You see? This was always the ending. From the moment that boy touched your wrist. From the moment you decided to play hero. Rafe looks at Pookie. The boy's trembling. Terrified. But his eyes hold something else. Hope. Belief. Trust. And that's when Rafe realizes something. He's not fighting for territory. Or revenge. Or even survival. He's fighting because a 6-year-old boy believed he was worth saving. You're wrong, Rafe says quietly. Malik raises an eyebrow. About. This isn't the ending. Rafe moves. Fast. Fluid. Grabs Pookie, pulls him close. Fires 3 shots into the chandelier overhead. Glass explodes. The room plunges into darkness. Chaos erupts. Shouting. Gunfire. Bodies colliding. Rafe runs. Holding Pookie. Moving on instinct. Amara appears beside him. Knife flashing. Guards dropping. Arya's there too. Fighting with everything she has. They burst into the hallway. More guards. More bullets. But they don't stop. Can't stop. They reach the storage room. The hatch. The tunnel. Behind them, Malik's voice roars. Find them. Bring me their bodies. They drop into the tunnel. Run. Water splashing. Lungs burning. Light ahead. The exit. They climb. Burst through the grate. Marcus is waiting. Engine running. They pile in. Marcus floors it. The estate disappears behind them. Inside the car, silence. Heavy, thick, Pookie clings to Rafe, shaking, sobbing, finally letting it all out. Iria holds her son, tears streaming, whispering things only mothers can say. Amara stares out the window, expression unreadable. And Rafe feels something he hasn't felt in years. Relief. It's over, Marcus says. Rafe shakes his head. Not yet, because Malik's still alive. The council's still standing. And wounded animals are always the most dangerous. But for now, just for now, they're safe. And sometimes that's enough. The escape was just the beginning. What comes next will test them all. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. Drop a comment and let us know what you think happens now. Share this story with someone who needs it today. The safe house smells like dust and old wood. Marcus pulled every string he had to secure it. Abandoned farmhouse, 40 miles outside Chicago. No neighbors, no witnesses, no one who'll ask questions. Pookie's asleep on the couch, curled up small. Iria sits beside him, stroking his hair. She hasn't stopped touching him since they escaped, like she's afraid he'll vanish if she lets go. Amara's by the window, watching, waiting. Rafe stands in the kitchen, his shoulders been properly dressed now. Stitched, bandaged, still hurts like hell, but he's alive. Marcus enters, phone pressed to his ear. His expression says everything. That was Keisha, Marcus says, ending the call. Malik's declared war. Every alpha in the city knows your face. There's a bounty, 5 million. Dead or alive. How generous. This isn't a joke. You're a walking target. I've been a target before. Not like this. The council's done playing games. They want you erased. Permanently. Rafe pours himself water. Drinks. Thinks. 5 million. That kind of money brings out everyone. Professional killers. Desperate amateurs. People who've never held a gun but figure they'll get lucky. What about Iria and Pookie? Rafe asks. Malik wants them back. He's calling Iria property. Says she violated her breeding contract. Says the boy belongs to him. He's wrong. Legally, he's right. Rafe's grip tightens on the glass. Then we change the law. You can't change the council. Watch me. Marcus sighs. Exhausted. Done. You got a death wish? I've got a promise to keep. Marcus starts to argue. Stops. Because he knows that look. That stubborn, immovable certainty that's kept Rafe alive this long. What's the play? Marcus asks. We go public. Expose the council. Show everyone what they've done. Force them into the light. They'll kill anyone who tries. Then we'll have to be faster. Amara turns from the window. You're talking about evidence. Witnesses. Documents. Yes. The council destroys everything. No paper trail. No loose ends. There's always something, Rafe says. Silas was sloppy. So was Malik. They left breadcrumbs. We just have to find them. Iria stands. Her voice is quiet, steady. I know where the records are. Everyone looks at her. Malik kept files. Documentation of every omega he's ever bound. Every contract. Every violation. He used to brag about it. Said it was insurance. Where? Rafe asks. His estate. Private office. 3rd floor. Behind a false wall. We just escaped from there. You want us to go back? I want my son to have a future. And that means destroying Malik. Rafe studies her. Sees the fire. The determination. The mother who won't stop until her child is safe. All right, he says. We go back. Marcus throws his hands up. You're all insane. Probably, Amara says. But it's the only way. They spend the next 2 hours planning. Maps spread across the table. Entry points marked. Guard rotations estimated. Still a terrible plan. But terrible's all they've got. Night falls. The farmhouse goes dark. Silent. Rafe finds Iria on the porch, staring at nothing, lost in thought. You should rest, he says. Can't. Every time I close my eyes, I see him. Malik. What he'll do if he catches us. He won't. You don't know that. No, but I believe it. Arya turns to him. Her eyes are tired, worn, but something else flickers there. Hope, maybe, or faith. Why are you doing this? She asks. You don't know me. Don't owe me anything. Your son saved my life. That's not reason enough. Not for this. Rafe leans against the railing, thinks about how to answer, about whether to be honest or give her the easy lie. He chooses honesty. I spent my whole life building an empire on fear, he says. Made people respect me because they were terrified of what I'd do if they didn't. And I told myself it was necessary, that it was survival. And now I think I was just afraid of being weak, of caring, of letting anyone matter. So what changed? Your son grabbed my wrist, looked me in the eye, and didn't flinch. Arya's breath catches. He's always been brave. He gets it from you. She shakes her head. I ran, hid. I was terrified every second. But you never stopped protecting him. That's the bravest thing anyone can do. Silence settles between them, comfortable, honest. If we do this, Arya starts. When we do this, Rafe corrects. When we do this, what happens after? Where do we go? Anywhere you want. And you don't know yet. Haven't thought that far ahead. Arya smiles, small, sad. Thank you for keeping your promise. Haven't kept it yet. You will. She goes inside. Leaves Rafe alone with the night. He stands there, breathing, bleeding, broken, but still standing. His phone buzzes. The burner. Unknown number. He answers. Calderon. The voice is distorted, mechanical. We need to talk. About the council and how to burn it down. Rafe's pulse quickens. Who is this? Someone who's been waiting a long time for someone like you. Someone willing to fight. What do you want? To help. The records you're looking for? I know where they are. And I can get you inside. In exchange for? Nothing. Just make sure Malik suffers. The line goes dead. Rafe stares at the phone. Every instinct screams trap. Setup. Ambush. But he's out of options. And time. He goes inside. Finds Marcus. Amara. Arya. We move at dawn, Rafe says. Someone's offering help. Could be legitimate. Could be another trap. And if it's a trap? Marcus asks. Then we spring it and fight our way out. No one argues, because they all know this is the only way. Morning comes fast, too fast. They load weapons, check gear, say nothing, because there's nothing left to say. Pookie wakes up, sees them preparing. His face crumples. You're leaving, he whispers. Arya kneels, holds his face. We'll be back, I promise. You can't promise that. Yes, I can, because I'm your mama, and mamas don't break promises. Pookie hugs her, tight, desperate. Then he looks at Rafe. You'll keep her safe? With my life, Rafe says. Good, because if you don't, you'll what? I'll be really mad at you. Rafe smiles. Rare, genuine, fair enough. They leave Pookie with Marcus's contact. A woman named Shayla, ex-military, loyal. She'll keep him safe, or die trying. The drive back to the estate is silent, tense. They park 3 blocks away, approach on foot. The sun rises, golden, beautiful, wrong. Rafe's phone buzzes. Message from the unknown number. Service tunnel. East side. Hatch will be unlocked. Good luck. They find the hatch. Exactly as described. Unlocked. This feels wrong, Amara mutters. Everything about this is wrong, Rafe replies. But we're doing it anyway. They descend. The tunnel is empty. No guards. No patrols. Too easy. They reach the ladder. Climb. Emerge in the storage room. Still empty. Where is everyone? Arya whispers. Don't know. Don't care. Move. They reach the 3rd floor. Malik's private office. The doors open. Inside, sitting at the desk. Not Malik. Someone else. A woman. Older. Gray hair. Sharp eyes. She smiles. Hello, Rafe. I've been expecting you. Who is she? And what does she want with Rafe? Subscribe and turn on notifications to find out what happens in the final chapter. Comment below with your theories and share this story with someone who loves suspense. Your engagement fuels these stories. Rafe's gun is up before the woman finishes speaking. She doesn't flinch, just sits there, calm, like she's waiting for tea instead of staring down a weapon. Who are you? Rafe demands. Someone who's been cleaning up the council's mess for 30 years. She stands, slow, hands visible. My name is Octavia. I worked for them until I realized they were never going to change. So you set this up. I gave you access. The rest was your choice. Amara moves to the side, flanking, covering angles. Where's Malik? Occupied. I made sure of it. You've got 10 minutes, maybe less. Iria steps forward. The records. Octavia nods toward the wall. Behind the third panel, pressure release. Top left corner. Iria rushes over, finds the panel, presses, clicks open. Inside, rows of files, thousands of them, decades worth of crimes, violations, proof. Take what you need, Octavia says. But hurry. Rafe doesn't move. Why help us? Because I'm tired. Tired of watching innocent people suffer. Tired of pretending the council's methods are justified. Her voice cracks, just slightly. And because my daughter was one of them, an Omega, bound against her will, she died fighting it. Silence, heavy, thick with understanding. I'm sorry, Rafe says. Don't be sorry. Be effective. Iria starts pulling files. Amara helps. They work fast, efficient. Rafe keeps his gun on Octavia, watching, waiting. What happens to you when this goes public? He asks. I disappear, or I die. Either way, I'm free. That's not freedom. It's close enough. Footsteps echo from somewhere below. Voices shouting. Guards mobilizing. Time's up, Octavia says. There's a back stairwell. Leads to the garage. Keys are in the sedan. Second bay. Come with us, Iria says suddenly. You don't have to stay. Octavia smiles. Sad. Resigned. Yes, I do. Someone has to slow them down. Before anyone can argue, she pulls a detonator from her pocket. The estate's rigged. Explosives in the foundation. I've been planning this for years. When I trigger it, you'll have 60 seconds. Maybe 90. You'll die, Amara says. I know. Rafe stares at her. This woman who spent decades in the shadows, who finally chose the light, even if it meant burning. Thank you, he says. Octavia nods. Make it count. They run. Down the back stairwell. Into the garage. The sedan's waiting. Keys in the ignition. They pile in. Rafe drives. Behind them, the estate erupts. Fire. Smoke. The sound of tearing metal and collapsing stone. Octavia's gone, but her sacrifice bought them time. They drive. Fast. Hard. Don't stop until the city's behind them. Marcus calls. News is breaking. Someone leaked footage. The council. The contracts. Everything. Who? Anonymous source. But it's everywhere. Networks. Social media. People are rioting. Rafe glances at Iria. She's clutching the files. Tears streaming. We did it, she whispers. Not yet, Rafe says. Malik's still out there. But even as he says it, his phone buzzes. News alert. Councilman Malik Ashford found dead. Apparent suicide. Rafe's blood runs cold. He didn't kill himself. No, Amara agrees. Someone else on the council did. Cutting losses. Protecting themselves. So it's not over. It never is. But it's a start. They reach the farmhouse. Pookie runs out. Throws himself into Iria's arms. She holds him, sobbing, laughing, finally free. Rafe stands apart, watching, feeling something strange, unfamiliar. Peace. Marcus claps him on the shoulder. What now? Don't know. Haven't decided. You could run. Disappear. Start over. Could. But you won't. No. Because Rafe Calderon doesn't run. Not anymore. He looks at Iria, Pookie, at the family he helped save, and realizes something. He didn't just keep a promise. He found a purpose. The council's broken, scattered, but they'll rebuild, regroup, come back stronger. And when they do, Rafe will be ready, because he's not just an alpha anymore. He's something more, something better. He's someone who keeps his promises. The sun sets, golden, beautiful, right? And for the first time in years, Rafe Calderon feels hope. Thank you for following Rafe's journey. This is just the beginning of something bigger. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future stories. Drop a comment and let us know what you thought. Share this with someone who needs inspiration today. Your support keeps these stories alive and gives us the fuel to bring you more. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep fighting for what matters.